All right, guys. For all the law enforcement officers that watch my videos, trust me, I'm pro good cop, and I know there are people that say, "Well, if there were good cops, there would be no bad cops." I get that philosophy, but I'm pro law enforcement cop, but so I try to not really have stories about cops that do stupid shit, but every day stuff's going on. I got two for you right now. One was sent to me by a subscriber, and one I knew about because I saw it yesterday or the day before. But I just got so busy, it just kind of went through my mind. But I saw it again today, so I'm going to bring it to you. The first one was from my subscriber. The first one was from a subscriber that sent me a story about three Massachusetts state troopers who've been arrested in overtime fraud probe. The three veteran Massachusetts State Police troopers were arrested Wednesday, that was June 27th, and accused of pocketing thousands of dollars for overtime they didn't work, marking the first changes in a broadening federal probe into allegations of rampant fraud at the state's largest law enforcement agency. I mean, these guys are just clocking on the hour. You ever see the movie I forget now. It's got Tom Cruise. He's in Memphis. He's a lawyer. And he goes to the mob guys and says, "We've overcharged you." There you go. The three allegedly bilked taxpayers out of 10 taxpayers. You guys are paying for this. The three allegedly bilked taxpayers out of tens of thousands of dollars in 2016 alone, submitting bogus traffic citations, filing for no-show shifts, and taking steps to hide their crimes. One is accused of putting in for overtime on the same day he was on bereavement leave. The federal embezzlement, well, maybe he was out of his mind. I don't know. The federal embezzlement charges followed months of widespread scrutiny of Troop E, which patrolled the Massachusetts Turnpike until it was recently disbanded. Well, they just disband the whole damn state police department if they're taking taxpayer money like that. Remember, I just did a video on a guy, I think it was Ohio, right? Cleveland? Or something like that. I'm not going to say that. Maybe I'm wrong. But it was in Ohio, the cop that just got charged doing this, and he had to pay back $20,000 in restitution. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe is this how widespread is this overtime fraud nationwide in law enforcement? That's a question that maybe we need to look into. The second one I knew about, and I came across it again today and said, "Oh, I do need to talk about this." A Riverside deputy was charged with child abuse after an infant girl hospitalized with a skull fracture. That's right. Comes out of Loma Linda University Medical Center. A Riverside County Sheriff's deputy was arrested on abuse allegations after a 3-month-old girl was hospitalized in intensive care with a skull fracture and other injuries Monday, June 25th. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department reports that the incident began when the girl was taken to a Beaver Medical Group facility in Redlands Monday with a skull fracture. She was then transported by ambulance to Loma Linda University Medical Center where forensic pediatricians also found several other injuries consistent with child abuse, the Sheriff's Department has said. Authorities say the victim lived with 30-year-old Jason Gordon Wenker. He's living up to his name, isn't he? 30-year-old Jason Gordon Wenker of Loma Linda. Following an investigation, the Wenker was arrested Tuesday on one account of willful cruelty to a child. His relationship to the victim was not immediately disclosed. It's unclear whether Wenker or someone else first took the victim to seek medical care in Redlands. Now, the girl is being treated in the ICU. Her condition Wednesday was not confirmed. That was June 27th. The Riverside County Sheriff's Department confirmed to CBS 2 News that Wenker is a correctional deputy with their department. He has since been placed on administrative paid vacational leave. That's pending the outcome of the investigation. Now, this guy is a correctional deputy out of Riverside County with the Sheriff's Department. And if he is found guilty of abusing this 3-month-old child who has a skull fracture, imagine for an instant, imagine how this guy treats inmates. how this guy treats people that are locked up because he can legally kick their ass and say they were out of line and I'm a correctional deputy. I'm correcting them. If he's found guilty, we need to tell this son of a bitch that correctional deputy doesn't give you the right to correct a 3-month-old by pounding him in the head or whatever happened to cause a skull fracture. That's ridiculous. And this happens all too often where law enforcement officers, and I'm not tagging all law enforcement officers, I'm speaking specifically to those that have been convicted or charged with abuse of their families. It happens all too often across the nation. So I want to ask all of you for an opinion here. What is it about the badge that causes these men and women to just think I can just do whatever the hell I want? I can beat the hell out of people. I can kick ass and take names because, hey, it's legal. I have a badge. What goes through their freaking minds? I'm very upset about this. A 3-month-old baby who did nothing to anybody and is now in ICU fighting for life. News Now Ukaipa, bringing you the saddest of news and keeping you informed.